This is going to be part 1 on a tutorial series of how to make a Sonic.EXE game in Clickteam Fusion, since there are not a lot of tutorials out there. This part is mainly just going to be stuff you're going to need, how to get set up, and the programs you may need, and etc. and stuff. Like, if you want to get to making the actual game, if you've already got everything, then go check out the future parts, which don't exist at the time I'm recording this, but I'm sure they will in the future. The program we're going to be using for this is Clickteam Fusion 2.5. You can use the developer, the plus, just the basic, whichever one you want. I will let you know the engine we're going to use to have the basic Sonic movement is not going to work in the free version, as you can see here. So you'd have to have any of the full versions, whether it's developer, the normal one, the plus add-on, whichever one you want. It will work in those, but not in the free version. Just a heads up. The engine we're going to be using is the Not So Simple Sonic World Special Edition. Now there is the normal Not So Simple Sonic Worlds, but this one actually has more gimmicks to it, more lost gimmicks that never made it in the full thing, and a bunch of other cool stuff. You can look at screenshots here. I mean, that's not a lot, but they have like falling platforms, these destroyable bricks. They have the fans right here. Is there any other? Yep, right here you can see fans. These are falling platforms. They have the Chaos Emeralds here. Oh, and there's no more screenshots. There's definitely way more in here, but this has like lots of different gimmicks that aren't in the usual Not So Simple Sonic Worlds. You can actually see, I even commented on it, and this was actually the engine that was used to create Sonic.EXE. If anyone knows that game, then this is the engine that was used to make it. They have two different downloads here, but you should definitely get the newest version, as the oldest version does not really work fully properly. I mean, I haven't tried it, but that's all I can assume. Now you can purchase Clickteam Fusion right here on the website, in their web store here, or you can just purchase it on Steam here, which I recommend you do that because right now it has a big sale going on here. Everything in here that you can get has a big sale going on, so you should definitely try this out. Normally this thing costs $100, but it's 75% off. It's 25 bucks. I already bought this a long time ago, so I already have it, and the part of me like wishes I waited for this, even though I bought it like way a while back ago. It ends July 13th, so you should definitely get that while that's still going. It's got all the stuff, the 2.5 add-on, which I do also have, but I didn't get with the sale here. You should get Clickteam while it has this sale here. And then the Simple Sonic Worlds is free, so if you already have Clickteam, whichever version you want, you can just get this and get it on there. Once you have both of those, when opening up Clickteam here, you can see I'm using the developer version. Now, like I said, you can use any version you want as long as it's not the free version, as the free version will not really work with the engine we're using. I've tried it and it does not allow me to use it. If you have any recent projects down here, then you will be able to see those and view those. I'm gonna block mine out just because I don't really want people looking at that. But right here, there's new application, open application, and tutorial and stuff. So if you downloaded the engine, then what you want to do is find the engine, which for me it's right here. It might come in a WinRAR folder, so you will need WinRAR to extract the folder and get the file, which it should also give you the actual game, like a playable version itself. But as long as you have this right here, then you will be good to go. So you could just like drag it onto here, or you can do open application and find it wherever it is, but I'm just gonna drag it into here and open it right up. Right here though, you can see there's only 3 frames. There's this one right here, which this is really just a setup, and it gets stuff like it sets emeralds and big rings. It sets up, this just sets up a bunch of stuff. It like has like, see, you can see it it's meant to immediately go to the next frame. There's the character select where you can, it's like the basic not so or simple or not so simple Sonic Worlds. And then there's the main thing we're after, the test level here, which has like they already have a setup here. It's an extended version of the basic Not So Simple Sonic Worlds level. It does have a boss at the end, so that's why I'm saying the not so simple. It is a little different, as you can see right there, but it still uses like boss cam and stuff. But you can see there's way more gimmicks here that are added. Some of them aren't even in the zone, like the barrels here. They aren't, well, I mean, I don't think they're in here somewhere, unless they're hidden and I'm not seeing them. But there's a lot of stuff up here. The falling bridges here, they are a little bit bugged, but if you have played EYX, then you actually can catch that. So no one has really ever bothered to fix that, but I'm gonna hop into this right here. You know, I should probably go into just the full thing. So it goes immediately to this because that just goes by. So you can full screen it. They don't have like the full screen selection thing. It's either like this or like this. So if anyone ever wondered like how EYX was able to get it in like this resolution here, because it automatically comes with it here. So as usually you can select any character you want. I'm just gonna do Sonic. Oh, and it's not Z to select apparently, now it's enter. And if there's no sound from the game, sorry about that. I'm still figuring out OBS with recording desktop and microphone sound separately, so some animations are changed. The music is changed. I know you can't really hear it, but music is changed, but you can see that it has some cool gimmicks like the fans here. There's this that falls, as you saw right there. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to get there, but you can see the emerald there. So I kind of messed that up, so now I'm not sure if I can. Oh, nope, I can still get that. That'll still fall down there. There's up here you can go. The spring texture's a little bit changed. Up here there's a ring box, and there's the waterfall gimmick here that can be used right there. There's still this little spot, and up there, up here, I'm sure you noticed. Oh, nope. There was that just zoomed by there. You can grab onto that and that'll just take you, and there's the bouncing mushroom here from Sonic 3 and Knuckles. You have more stuff right here. Here's the bridge. You can kind of see that end piece there stayed there for a bit and then fell. That is the little bug there. There's the bridge here, which, oh, I should probably, yeah. There's the bridge here that has the usual, like, realistic weight thing on it. There's the bars here. And then there's this little tiny spring right here. It's really funny of how that is. There's another one right here. So then, continuing on, there is this falling platform that the second you touch it, the whole thing will just start collapsing. There's these breakable boxes here that can hide some stuff, like a Chaos Emerald right there, as you saw. These kinds of platforms, these purple ones, are ones that you can jump through and then touch the top there with collision. So you see there's some stuff up here. Don't want to touch the Eggman box. There's this thing right here, which you run through it and it'll spin up, but you have to get enough momentum to be able to go through it. So there's that, and then there's the screw right here that you run and it goes up and down. If you bring it down all the way, it'll just come off. So you can run through. There's the Supersonic box right there, which was in the original version of Simple Sonic World, so I'm not really gonna worry about that. There's a little of the, I guess I'll say, monkey bar right here that you can hold on to and jump across. As you know, these were in EYX, so you can kind of recognize what was there and what wasn't. And then there's this thing that you can run across, this like this path here that goes across. Oop. And then there's spikes, so just watch out for that spring right there. But you can go up here. Oop. Oh, I'm trying to show. Come on, you can make it. There you go. So there's these walls. These are breakable walls that everyone usually has to spin dash through them to break them, except Knuckles, who can just walk right up to it and break it. So there's another Chaos Emerald. There's this area, which is meant for a big ring, which isn't in here for some reason. I'm not sure why, but this would be the usual area for a big ring. There's these right here. Oh, if I can get on them. There's these right here, which they work the same way. You're on them, you press it, you'll bounce up. There's the bouncers, what's it called? I'm forgetting the names of all these objects. There's still checkpoints, which there was checkpoints in the original. The animation for the fire shield thing has changed. There's these little speeders right here that go like that. Oh, and yeah, there's lava now, and the fire shield will protect you from the lava, so no, the lava's not broken. There's this up here, which I cannot reach, so give me 1 second while I try to reach it. Alright, this right here will bring you up, and usually I'm pretty sure, I swear it was meant to come back down, but it doesn't, so I'm thinking of a different one, I believe. There's these right here, which you run across them, they move. I'm pretty sure there's different ones. There's those right there, which I don't remember what game these were from. Wait, no, they were from Sonic 3. Yeah, Sonic 3 in Carnival Night Zone. So they'll force you a direction, so I can't really go back that way. And then there's these right here, the classic tunnels that you just walk through, and it sends you through. When trying to walk through, it'll push you out, but if you spin dash, you can go back through them, but it'll just send you back. So there's more rings. There's a swinging platform here that they have. The chains are in front of Sonic for some reason, which is a little bit of a bug. They probably should be behind. Oh, and yeah, water will get rid of that shield. There is water, like in the usual one, but the top of it has a little animation now, which looks really cool. And there's spikes that I probably want to avoid. And there's this thing right here, also from Sonic 3, I'm pretty sure, that when you touch the tip of it, it'll send you up, and it can like send you through floors. So that was pretty cool. It was used in Sonic.EXE Spirits of Hell, if anyone remembers. And then right here you finally have the boss, which is still the same as the usual Not So Simple Sonic World's boss. Nothing too special added to it, other than instead of Mecha Sonic, it's the Eggbot now. I don't know their names, but it's still like the same thing. He still goes away. And then you can come over here, and instead of the flagpole, it's one of these that you bounce on, and it'll actually send him off, and Sonic will still be sent away, and I can't do anything to bring him back. So that is the full special edition of Simple Sonic Worlds. I will show you the other stuff that is hidden more down here. So hold up, I'm gonna let this fall. Come down here, this guy's still here, that one's still there. Come down here. Oh, and this is actually in here, and it still fires these. Oh, and that's a little bug for some reason, but that still fires those, and the fire shield will still protect you from it. They still have the fish here. You have the bubble shield here, which will keep you air forever. They have the air bubbles right there that was in the original Simple Sonic Worlds. Oh yeah, and they have, yes, they have these annoying bots. They have these spheres right here from Sonic 1 that can pop up and down out of the ground. And then they have the Chaos Emerald right there. So they have air bubbles there, and you can go down here, all the way down. And there's another Chaos Emerald, and then there's bars here, and it's actually this thing here, and you go through, and it sends you up there. And if you're lucky, then it won't send you up right as a fireball is passing by, because that has happened a little bit. And didn't happen just now, but it has happened a bit. So that is really the full showcase of the special worlds, but now I should probably be showing you how you can get this into your own Sonic.exe game. Whatever it is, whatever your fan game, whatever kind of project it may be. So what you want to do is actually, where you have the Mafia, the Mafia file right here, what you could probably do is create a new folder for your game and project, like just a whole thing, like say I can't spell, oh well. Sonic, you just have a folder for your project, which you put it in here. Now this is the special one, but what you want to do is copy this, Control C and Control V to paste it, so you have this copy here, and you can rename this to whatever you want. So I'll just rename it to .exe fan game. I'll just rename it to this, so we can close that out, And then in here we have this copy, so we can open this up and it's still all of this, but when we want to save it, we should probably change the name of it just to Sonic.exe fan game. We can change the name of that. Oh, I didn't mean to press that, my bad. And when saving it, go to File, Save As, Sonic.exe fan game. It will replace this, but that's what we want to do. So save, just replace it, and now it's set to Sonic.exe fan game. So we can mod this now in any sort of way. You can add frames for whatever you may want to do, and the original version, the special edition, will not be affected. As you can see, I will drag it in here and it'll still be the simple Sonic World Special Edition. So that way you don't want to edit on the main version, because then you have to re-download it every single time that happens, and that can get annoying, especially if something were to happen to the download page, if it got taken down or deleted or something like that, or if something happened to GameShield overall. That would be bad. So it's better to have a version of it saved here. But now we have this right here, so we can just edit it in any sort of way. Like, say I wanna what should I do? What should I add? Let's get one of these barrels. I'm not sure which barrel. Each barrel probably does a different thing, but I'm not sure which barrel is it. I know there's different types of barrels in Sonic 3, but I'm not sure which ones are those. So I'll just paste it on here. Let's go in here. Let's try it out. So this is the barrel that'll go side to side. You can see you can just copy and paste, put it in there, and it will automatically work. This is obviously a bad spot for it because it's going through a wall. Let's see. What's this one? This one's either this one's either the one that scrolls up and down, or the annoying one that you have to like bounce up and down on, that the developer had to apologize for. Okay, this is the one that goes up and down. So obviously bad spot. Don't let them go through walls, and it spins with Sonic as well. So now I'm assuming this final one here is the one that bounces up and down. That was so annoying that the devs had to apologize for adding it in. Yep, this is the one. You get on it. It's a little bit weird. I'm not sure if it was this crazy, but see, you can bounce on it, but yes, you gotta do it a little bit better than usual, but I'm using the arrow keys and I can get this to go up and down. Oh. Okay, well, don't do that. Okay, maybe it's a little bit bugged, but okay, don't do that with the barrel. Maybe that's why they didn't put the barrel in, so stuff like that didn't happen. Just watch the spot you put it in, and you know what I mean. Here, what should I... Let's get these. Let's copy these. Make sure whenever something's in a group, you copy it and you can paste it on there. Don't clone the object, or else the code that's all in here, all the code will not run it, and it'll just be an active object with the texture sitting there doing nothing. Always copy them from up here. You feel free to copy them from down here if you want to as well. And make sure you copied everything. Like, say for example, let's say I wanted to put this somewhere. There are two, I know it doesn't look like it, but there are two of these here for layer sake right here. So say I wanted to bring this over and I copied both of these and tried to paste them like that. That would not work. That would be broken because it needs these little hitboxes. Maybe, I guess we'll just call them hitboxes. They're not really hitboxes, more like event trigger boxes, but still, you know what I mean. Like, this is what will cause him to go into the mode, this is what will cause him to go out. So you need to copy the whole hitbox and everything. Like say this, I can't just copy the fan or it's not going to work. I need to copy the fan range as well. And something I want to actually say about the fan, since I noticed this, or I believe this may work, say I put a fan like right about here, might not be perfectly on the ground. Let's go try it. So you can go up here and see eventually it'll stop pushing up because you've reached the max range it can go. But what you can actually do here Oh, well, see, the problem with this is because you copied it, you affect one thing, it affects everything. So if you want to do that, if you don't mind affecting all the fans, you can. If you want to have like one fan bring you up a certain level and another fan bring you up like a higher or lower level, that is a little tough, so no one really ever tries that. But now you can see it'll take us up higher, so you can like play around with the hitboxes if you want, say like that one for example. So okay, so say I've like added this in, I've changed something. I should probably change some more stuff. Let's say there's no lightning monitor there, no shield monitor here. How about let's say we put like a ring right there. These are bad placements, by the way. You always want to like match them with these, so bad placements I'm putting. Let's say we put like a ring right there. I'm just doing random. You do not normally want to place them like these, or else it just looks like a mess. Say like a ring right there. So say I've edited it, I'm gonna Control S, save it. So now we can go in here and we can do whatever we want. So this can be good for like editing levels, adding stuff, maybe adding different like Sonic.EXE themed zones. So say, oh, and I have managed to grab onto this, which is tough to do because I've tried a bit and it, oh well, that can happen. Oh, okay. You get the point, but like you can see there's no shield monitor here like how I made it. So you can see we've made changes, we've done stuff, and if we go into the original special edition and go into here, you will see that those changes have not applied. So the original version is safe and able to be used whenever we want, and our little Sonic.EXE fan game here can be edited all we want without affecting the original, which is what we want. So now you have your file here of your Sonic.EXE fan game. Now you can just add frames, do what you want. Now you can make your actual game. You've gotten everything set up, everything you need. Now you can start making your actual game. So that'll be the end to part 1 of this, as part 2 will actually go more in depth into making actual games, or it may go in depth into like making your EXE, which I know a lot of people aren't really going to do or aren't really going to watch, since most people already have an EXE of theirs in mind and they just want to get to making the game. So if anything, I might make a different video of making your EXE, like not part of this series. So next video we'll probably go into depth of making games and like stuff that makes Sonic.exe game good, where you can make something like that without just copying the original and making straight up trash. I hope you enjoyed and hope you learned some stuff from this to help you make some Sonic.exe fan games, or maybe not even, like, it doesn't even have to be a Sonic.exe fan game. It could just be a Sonic fan game, or a, like, I mean, maybe not even Sonic fan game, but if you were not making a Sonic fan game, why would you even come here in the first place? Anyway, that'll be it, and I will see you all next time. And oh, and I never mentioned in the video, which I need to do more, subscribe.